starting here Saturday, and we just come to look at. This is, as I was saying, this is like a typical house that we'd look to buy and renovate. So he's doing it, and your sister or something's going to move in, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you just want to do it as nice as you can. But a 3 metre rear extension on permitted developments is just saying about not doing the party wall. It's just easier, quicker to come slightly off, and then you're going to get rid of all this, aren't you? We're going to come in, dig the footings, brick it up, get it up to 3 metre with the roof on.
Nah, just to a wall plate, and I'll stick the roof on.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, we're quite easy. We're probably one of like the only flexible builders because we do everything. We can just go, right, we'll do that and stop. And if you've got someone else, like you're saying, you've got plastering and...
Plaster, plumbing,
yeah. But I just don't know whether we're going to get a digger down here. Would you? Yeah, it might be better if you do speak to next door, because if you are going to do this wall, like with it leaning, it might be worth just... And then we can get the digger in, then it'll make it cheaper. So, whereas digging it by hand, and depends how deep the footings are, you see.
We definitely get digs, about a straight 150 off the top.
Yeah. So, maybe speak to next door and say, look, how are you looking to redo this wall? It's all knackered, it's about to go.
I'll speak to them.
And then we could get the digger in then and do that afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which it does look like it needs doing, doesn't it? And then inside, I'm just saying, like, as soon as you see them, you know it's old. Has it got the original fuse board? Yeah. And they want it similar to the other one we done, where this wall's going to come out. We'll put a steel across the back, and then obviously 3 metres out, and we'll put a steel from here to the other steel, make a T-beam basically. But yeah, lovely, isn't it? These are literally like, as soon as you walk in on like viewings and that, just go, yeah, you know what you're getting. Like everything's coming out basically. Sound? Anything else?
Windows.
Oh yeah, so I'll write all that down now and let you know. Monday morning, I'm in a fairly good mood. I feel like I've edited a couple of videos. I am trying to play catch up. However, the problem is that I'm recording so much stuff that I'm having to split these a week up into 2 videos. So, although I'm doing 2 videos a week, like I'm like 4 weeks behind. So I'm just always 4 weeks behind. So I need to start doing 2.5 or 3 videos a week. Sorry, 1.5 or 2 weeks of episodes, so 4 episodes, which is why I'm struggling to keep up with the editing. Even the last one, I rushed it a bit, and I was watching it, and there was like a frame that was on a right angle. I was just like, oh no. But you know what? I always think when I'm going through editing, I'm thinking, oh, I hope I don't make a mistake or do this, and you just think, well, you know, mistakes happen, just obviously get on with it. I think people understand that this isn't, you know, we're not professional editors. That I'm just trying my best to obviously showcase. Do you know what? It shouldn't annoy me as much as it does, but cyclists, like, they want all the laws of the road, however they don't want to follow like traffic lights, and so I don't know why it annoys me more than it should. But when bikes just like go through the lights, but it's like, I don't know, I probably did it when I was a kid, so I can't really complain. Like today we've got I'm trying to get onto my sister's extension and try and juggle all the other jobs. Dave was meant to be going to D-side for Mike to do some brickwork and block work for him to get his flat, the one that Ronnie's built the staircase for. However, he hasn't got the blocks and cement there. So I said to him, well, there's no point Dave coming and then having to like drive back and forth. Dave can't get anything in his van. He really needs a bigger van with a tow bar. I'm on Dave to try and buy a tow bar for his van, because the amount of times like he's asking me to go and pick stuff up, or a pallet or whatever. But there's no point in him going there. He'd have to take a tipper and a trailer and go and pick up, like, and then I'm using the trailer today, so it's stopping other work. So I just said, look, it's easy if you just get it delivered. It's going to be cheaper as well. It'll take Dave half a day to drive there, pick up the stuff. So that's like going to cost him like over 100 quid in labour just to pick the materials up when he can get them dropped off. So instead, we're starting the job next door to the reclaimed brick wall, and I'm doing the driveway. So I thought it'd tie in nice that I'll be on the driveway whilst the lads are starting the work next door. So if there's any questions and stuff, they can come out and ask me. And then we've got another grab and delivery coming, so hopefully I can get the driveway boxed off today on that job, and then it's ready for their paving. They can order that, and then we'll bring the road roller and get it done. It's, you know what, it is becoming so good how, like, just how efficient we are as a company, or we're getting there. We're not where I want to be, but just how efficient we are, that we're just like, right, oh today, someone's just rang this, oh Sam, go and grab that off the yard, go and do that, go and get the big digger, go and get the little digger, go and get the road roller. You know, it's good, yeah. So that's what we'll be doing today. So I'm just meeting the lads. Labby's meeting me on the yard now, and we're gonna get the big digger out and see how we get on today. What else have we got? Oh, I've got some pallets of bricks coming to the yard as well, so we need to make space for that. Oh, and I've got the biaxial rolls coming to the yard as well. So yeah, it's all go for like the back of the yard, which will be exciting to bring to you. Oh, that's not what you want to see on a Monday morning. That is completely flat, so that will probably be a screw in the tyre again. The amount of repairs we get, at least the repairs are only like 20 quid, 25 quid, rather than a new tyre. So we can take this and get it, I'll see if at some point we can take this, get it tipped, and then I can invoice Mike for obviously getting rid of all that waste for him. But yeah, I might pump that up, get Ronnie to drop this off, and then take that to Old Swan Tyres round the corner from Oldham Brothers. Do you know what? True to me word, I said to the neighbours, we'll be here in the morning, we'll load up for half an hour, and then we're gone. 25 minutes. And we've got the digger, all the stuff for the job today, acros, needles. How good is it? Like, it was this morning when I come in, I was thinking it's so good being able to come here. Oh, phone hasn't stopped ringing. And just pick everything up and go and do a job. Like, yeah, no.
Save so much money, time, doesn't it?
Hi mate, you alright?
The job be to do the flag outside.
What's that?
Be on the render job.
Yeah.
The flag is stand off to do the flagging outside on the driveway.
Yeah.
But he needs us out the way by about dinner time. But that's kind of no good for us, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but just tell. I'll ring my mate. He's on less money than you. So if it was my house, I'd want the render done, and then the guy can come back and do the flagging another day.
Yeah, well, I don't think he can. So it'd have to either we'd have to do it, or I'm not sure. I think this is like the only day he can do. This flagger.
To be honest, I don't know him. I don't want to badmouth him on YouTube, but
yeah,
if he's done the flags there the way he has, with like a 1 meter lift from the street to the driveway,
Fall like a drop slide.
Yeah. Come on, you just bend that leg before I snap it. So I'll ring me mate now and see what he wants to do.
No problem.
Alright, I'll see you in a bit. On the job we're going to, he's just had a kitchen delivered. Well, it's currently being delivered, so he said just wait 20 minutes while...
Oh, there was a big truck there when I pulled up before.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. So he just said just wait until that's gone before we turn up. So I'm going to go and grab a bacon butty if you wanna go there, and then we'll head over together.
Well, I've looked out here, haven't I?
What, getting a bacon butty?
Martin? Oh, we're on the wrong one, that'd be why.
Right, yeah, Lou. So we're just starting this job. Just be careful, because see there, look. You can see someone's done pipes or cables there, level with the skirting boards. So as you prise that, always start in like the corner, so it'll come off easier. But I'd start by take them bottom trims off, then start in the corner, and it'll prise off easier then. But you always want to be careful that you're not. There shouldn't be cables there, but there might be. So looking there, look, that looks like plumbing. Looks like either central heating. Oh no, it's cables. Look. There you go. So just be careful, because if there's some here, there's a good chance they'll be there as well. So I'd start on that corner, yeah. So what we're doing today is just one sec, don't bang, because it messes all the audio. 1 second, then you can all crack on. So we're fitting, they originally wanted the steel going across here underneath the... Oh yeah, no worries. They originally wanted the steel underneath these windows, and I said to them, like, that'd be mad, because you'd walk in here and it just feels crap, wouldn't it? And like, the way they've got this now, they've actually got like a pitched roof coming into the house, and then it comes off and goes to a gutter. So I'd said to them, well, why don't you, lovely high ceilings here, let's get the steel. If we can get the steel in flush with the ceiling, and then we'll do a pitched roof. And they were just like, yeah. As soon as I said it, they were like, yeah, let's do that. That sounds like, amazing. So that's what we're going to be doing on this job. So we're going to take all this plaster off, all these skirts, doors off here, ready to do a knock through. I think on the plans, he's got a concrete pad here. So we're going to have to expose the floor, pull the floorboards up, dig a metre by a metre by a metre cube, pour concrete, and then Dave will block up there, and then the steel will sit on that and on that wall. Don't know why they've done that and not that side. It's a bit of a weird one. I might speak to the building inspector, see if we can just do that. But then normally they'll just go, well, if the engineer said that, do that. And then they want to put the range cooker in here. Just put them in the front garden for now, lad. And when Ronnie comes in, I'll get him to grab the tipper. Yeah, so we're going to be taking this whole roof off and doing a new pitched roof on it. So I'm doing the driveway next door, and the lads are in here doing this. So I've got a grab wagon. Here's the wall that they finished the other day. So that's looking good. And then now I've got something to finish me hardcore and everything up to. Labby, if you can help me on the driveway for now. What we've got to do is clear all the big bricks, throw them in that pile with the soil. Who's got a ton bag delivered right where my grab wagon is? Is that Dave again? I'll have to see if I can move that with my digger. And then we need to move all this because I need to do the whole driveway. Alright? Yeah, but we've got to clear everything before we spread that. Right, this day's turned a bit topsy-turvy at the minute now because he's just asked us to do... make sure you bend that leg up.
Yeah, I will.
Don't forget. He's just asked us to put a new water main in, which I said if he'd have told us before, because I've only got this bucket with me because I was only doing this and spreading hardcore out, whereas now I wouldn't have got 16 ton dropped exactly where he wants the blue pipe, unless we divert it round that. But I'm gonna have to go to the yard and get a smaller bucket. And it means that we can't put the soil here, which is getting picked up today. I'm thinking I'll probably just move that bag, throw all the soil here, so that when the grab comes, I don't know, the order's just gone. Yeah, it's just gone now. But yeah, Labby's clearing this bit so that we can at least spread. Do you know what I don't know. I might. If we move that toilet.
Yeah.
I can spread this hardcore out to there.
Then put the toilet back.
And then put the toilet back on, and then that bit's done.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Just help us move that then, and then at least I've got some sort of order. But if you hold on, lad. If I come and put some hardcore here,
Slide it over.
is that our concrete slab?
I don't know what that is, to be honest. It's a big stone or something.
Is it not our slab?
No.
No?
Slab's deeper than that.
Alright, so I can scrape that bit. So I'm going to come now and try and scrape this bit, put hardcore there, move the toilet back, and then that's done out the way. And then I've got to try and move this pile so that we can dig the trench for the earth. Or I can divert it, like, a different way.
It can be, you're having a moat, right?
Oh. It can go, ideally be in this spot.
Yeah.
So we can go round it.
Yeah. It's just that if I start digging there, I'm guessing that's where your electric and water, or your...
So electric's over that way.
Electric is?
Electric's there, yeah. So
We didn't find that, which is good.
it's almost about...
So, do you know what? It's very rare that you come to one of these houses and the electric's actually lower than it's meant to be.
So I think it's the original one, so it's in the basement about here.
Oh, right, okay.
So be in this line. And then, yeah.
Alright, so when I'll start here, then scrape that, move the soil up, moved all this here, and then that bit's done. Only because I'm worried that the grab's going to come to get soil and drop off hardcore, and I'm going to be like... And then him moving 16 ton, like, in 5 minutes will take us a lot longer. Yeah, I think that's a plan. Let's try and get this bit boxed off, and then we'll reroute the main along here. Boss. Yeah, let's do that. So I can spread all this out now, and then when he comes with the hardcore, he can just put it on top of there, and then I can get all this soil. Sounds like a plan. Right, you ready? Do you want to just move that forward a little bit? Or do you want me to grab this bit? Let me grab this bit out the way, and then you can move that forward, and then I can spread that out and then move this. Right, me and Dave just on the yard. He's strapping the bucket to do the water main. Oh, and I've got blue pipe here, haven't I?
Have you? Yeah, that'll be more.
Yeah, that's what we need, isn't it?
Say again, mate, sorry.
Oh, we're going now? Yeah. Sorry, mate, I'm literally just threw a digger bucket on and we're going. No, honestly, we're going now. Just need to change this battery. Right, so we're just on the monster digger at the minute, and I've got to pick up these old steps there. So I just managed to grab one. And the digger's Remember to keep them or put them on the yard on a pallet or just bin them?
Bin them.
Right, so slight change of plan. There's the old lead main. What we're going to do is we're going to run a new 25mm to here, and then obviously you'll have to connect that up with United's utilities then. But we'll run obviously from here inside the house with a 25mm, and we've just slowly. I'm getting better, aren't we? I'm getting better on the digger at like knowing when something's like. Should use the orange spade. The orange spade in my van. Just in case there's a wire in there that you don't know about. But let's trace that back as far as we can and see whether it's got a normal connection on or whether it's got a lead connection. Yeah. So we'll chase that back to the boundary there and see what connection it's got. And then if you can look, lab, just join these two trenches, and then we'll run the blue pipe there. Well, I was just about to sit here and enjoy me simmer eats. I literally just put it in me and put it in the van, and there's a guy who bought some reinforcement mesh rolls, which you can see in the trailer there. So I've got 6 of them off this guy, and they're going to reinforce the back of the yard so that we can whether we can pile it back and then use these reinforcement mesh, and then that way we know nothing's ever gonna move at the back, and we can slab up to the boundary of the yard, which is what we want. Right, let me go and let this open the gates, and I hope they're not heavy, but maybe I'll get the forklift and roll them on. Oh, I don't even know whether there's stuff in the way of me getting the forklift out. So we're going to try and roll them onto the forklift, because you don't know how heavy they are, do you?
I'm just like a sole trader, really.
Yeah, what's the company called?
And trading, but I don't really like what you do. I don't really like that kind of thing.
Oh, so I won't put it on.
Maybe, yeah.
So I just had to phone Dave, because I'm trying to connect this water up for them now, whether they've got like a nice little selection here. He said originally it was 32, which is bigger than that, about that big, and I was like, I don't think it is. It's more like that one, which I just asked him to remeasure it then, and he said, oh, he's measured a bit that was flattened, and he was getting 32, so we've gone a bit further down and found.
This will probably grab it, this.
Let's have a look. Have you got a 15mm reducer?
You want it to go to 15mm copper, do you?
Afterwards, yeah.
Sounds. There's your two inserts for that.
But you reckon that'll grab it?
That should grab it, yeah. Do you want this as an MDPE stopcock or a 15mm stopcock? Which?
We've got 25mm MDPE, and then we're going to go to 15mm temporary supply.
Okay. Do you want the MDPE the 15mm going straight off the lead, do you? Or do you want to go
So we're going to cut the lead,
yeah,
and joint it to 25mm.
Yeah. Okay.
And then run under the driveway, and then come up in the house and go from 25mm.
After you've done that, into 15mm.
Into 15, yeah.
Further down the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, 25 to 15. Cheers.
There's no order it's in, no.
No.
You order.
That's just a 25, isn't it? Joint. So that'll do it and grab it. Oh, that's good to know. You can grab that again. See there, yeah, it will do. Sound?
There's a full thing here, isn't it?
If not, we can. No, it'll open that up a bit, won't it? That's good to know that it'll do it in a couple of.
I'll show you how to get onto the
lead.
Sorry, can I just get this a second?
Yeah, come. Give us your best demo.
Okay, so all that you do with the lead, all right, is you put that on your lead.
Yeah.
Okay, you put that onto your lead. So you'll even take the smaller one or the bigger one like that. Either one, you push it in.
Oh, so you don't need that?
Now take that ring out there, okay?
Yeah. So what's that rubber called that you just...
It's just a universal adapter.
Is it?
There, yeah.
How much are they?
So for that, it's going to be about £8, something like that.
Yeah, I mean the universal adapter.
But the universal adapter, you need to use it in conjunction with them now.
I know. I mean, I'll get a few of them, you see, because we do... yeah, a few quid. Because when you look at the other ones, they do all mad little... different ones now, don't they?
Yeah.
Like them.
So that's all that you do. Just get rid of that adapter, okay?
Put the rubber on that crimson.
Put that on, stick it in. Then you're going to go a little bit of 25 to the stopcock, then a little bit of 25, so that'll get you another insert there.
Yeah.
And then with this one again, ditch the grab ring in that.
Yeah. I think we've done them from that.
You can do if you want, if you just that way you'd like to do.
Yeah, literally just get to 15mm for them, because it's only temporary, you see.
Sound, okay. Well, when you come out of that, ditch the grab ring.
Yeah, I've done them ones before, push it in and then...
Yeah.
Sound? Thank you.
And that's us, yeah.
Let me get a couple of these and a couple of stop taps. The amount of times I like go running around for these when it's always when we're in the middle of a drive. Yeah. Give us like 4 of them and 4 of the rubber adapters, because the amount of times we're doing a driveway or something and someone goes, wouldn't it be good to upgrade? And you're like, and then I run around trying to find who's got these in stock. What a disappointing end to Monday. So it was going dead well, actually. Well, saying that, where do we start? We've just got, as you can see, the gas pipe here. Someone's coming to divert that elsewhere. Water main is in, the new one. However, the stop tap wouldn't turn off, so I had to cut it and do it live, and the pressure was like probably one of the worst I've seen. Obviously it's still got the lead main on it, but let me just show you what the pressure is. That is and like that's with the 25mm pipe, but it's still got, obviously we had to do a lead adapter because this water main hasn't been done in the street. The street next door has, so I was expecting it to have been done, but it's not. Now we've got hardcore there, we've got, this is actually soil and sand that we dug up from this bit, which wasn't too bad. Now it's so hard because I've scraped this back to obviously the level. You can see how much we've took off to where that was, so much so that there's the gas pipe. So we were having another 16 ton delivered, so I've been sat waiting for it today, obviously doing other jobs next door and stuff, but not, you know, not ideal. And he rang and just said, listen, he's had an absolute nightmare. One of his vans he's had trouble with one of his vans. Another van's been doing a delivery, and like where they've been picking up and dropping off from, have just been absolutely messing them around, so they've been like missing loads of drops today. And so you know, I've charged the customer rental of the digger for the day, hoping that I'd just come. I did think I was coming and just spreading this out. There was a grab coming in the morning for that stuff, then I was going to spread the hardcore out. It actually looks quite similar because what I've pulled out there is wasn't too bad. However, if you don't know what's in the ground, you can't guarantee that nothing's going to move. But where do we go now? So I can't turn the stop tap on or off, so it could be that they need to ring United, because that to me doesn't seem like it's on fully. And then to top things off, I've just been spreading this out so that I was going to get that stuff there and put it on the pile, so he's got a grab tomorrow, and then he drops he's going to put the hardcore where my digger is and grab this stuff, and then I can spread everything out now and get it ready for the driveway, because we've got a new water main in. Although it's not connected in the street the same, it's on United Utilities side now, so that they can connect it up. That's how you're meant to do it. Obviously you're not meant to go, we can't do anything to the main or to the street side of things, so we can only put one in as far as we can. But we know that when they do a driveway, if they update the main in the future, they're not going to have to, you know, replace the lead that was under the driveway. And we didn't actually get that much lead up. I only got like from to where the digger is, because the rest of it's underneath there, and it's not worth the risk of pulling up like electric cables or anything else, trying to obviously get a piece of lead. And then to top everything off, this has just come out, so you can see, or can you see how much it's threaded? So now they're saying that I've got to tap that out to the next size, and I'm like, oh, great. Or I don't know. But I'm gonna have to lock my digger up and leave it here for the night. And it's got the bucket on, so what I can do is probably remove the quick hitch and just connect them two together so that they stop. I'll put stop caps on them. Yeah, just a frustrating end to the day, which I was hoping it'd be like we'd be flying and stuff, but I'm just gonna hopefully do this without getting grease all over me, and grease me digger, so that tomorrow I don't have to worry about it. Let's hope tomorrow goes a bit smoother. So the lads have been busy, and as you can see, what we're going to do is we're going to pitch this roof from above the windows to the front. I'm not sure why they wanted it this way, to be honest, but they did. Maybe because they didn't want to do a valley or something, I don't know. Wanted an extra window in or something, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we're just going to cut this felt up, and then what they've done is they've just put, what's that, 50mm insulation on top of the joist, which the joists have got, does anyone know what that is? Woodworm. So it looks like we're going to have to swap these joists, because we did say to them we'd try and upcycle a joist if this has been done not that long ago and the joists were the right span and size and stuff. But yeah, looks like we're going to have to take them out. We'll have a look inside, there's any other woodworm, or it's just that piece. So you can hear Labby's just unscrewing the plywood boards. What do you call that? Oleopus ply or whatever, I can never pronounce it. And then I'm just going to come in now and undo all these electrics, and then we can hopefully dismantle these joists then and see whether there's any woodworm in anything. If not, might be able to reuse them. So is this on a wall? I'm sure that's just a stud wall, you know. My dad had done stuff, but the old roof used to have this, the build-up was obviously the joists, plywood, and then they had a piece of felt, and then they had 50mm insulation, and then they had 3 layers of felt on top of that. So they're always a bit of a, well, if you've never done them before, they can be hard stripping flat roofs, but it's just about cutting it out in sections. So as you can see what we've done here, cutting the felt with a standing knife, and hopefully this stuff's not heavy either, so we should be able to get a full tipper load. Let's have a look. Oh, Dave just said that was full. Isn't it? That's half full, that. Half full.
You reckon?
Yeah. This doesn't weigh much, does it? So
Just glad we've got it now.
So they've definitely had rats in this boxing in. They've come up through there, look. So you can see where they've nested, and then you can see the droppings here. And then there's also, look, they've gnawed all the wiring.
I think he did, won't you, in there?
Look, you can see all the wiring's been gnawed. So we'll take all that out, throw it on the tipper, and we'll we need to, I'm thinking I don't understand what they've done here. They've got a treble there, which is just sat on a piece of timber. And then this is a stud wall. And then the treble there is just not even on a joist hanger. And then look, they've done a treble 4, 5 joists there. But like not bolted together, just nailed. Or maybe they put a, no look, maybe they put a strap. I think that's what they've done, look, see the strap? I reckon they've strapped over. What a weird way of doing it though. Why wouldn't they just run that way to that way? And if they've got no lintel above there, have they just timber?
Yeah, there's nothing on there, that's by the looks of things. But
So we're going to have to do probably a double or a treble joist across there, and then run our joist that way. Yeah. Right, just as we're loading the tipper, this looks like our grab wagon. Yep. So I'm going to jump on the digger now. He's going to take that soil, and then he's going to spread more hardcore out here for us. And I'm going to spread it out. Right, go and get these doors on. Couldn't really tell a difference before, but obviously this is soil and that's the hardcore. Once it's like all settled out and whacked, you can't really tell the difference. I'm just making sure, because that's the rodding point for the main drain. So, and then anything we've got left here now will go in the back to level out the. There's the other one. Hey, someone somewhere wants them. got a little bit left on the front there. I'm just going to drag this bit down for him. And then, yeah, I'll be able to, well, I won't. We've got to wait for the gas fella to come and re-divert that. Right, let me spread this. Hey, morning. If I spread this, if I give that to there, then I'll start moving that here. So we've had 32 tonne removed and 32 tonne of hardcore brought in. That way, that along with the mesh, we can be confident that this driveway will be as flat as possible for as long as possible. Well, it's a recycling, isn't it? Upcycling. So Chestnuts have just dropped off 6 pallets of bricks. However, they're not strapped, so they've literally got cling film around them. And the guy on the grab then was just saying that these 4-way pallets are no good for his grab wagon, because even if he puts a sling on, the sling basically crushes the pallets. And then the other ones, he prefers these ones. So when they've got a leg going all the way through and he's got something to clamp against and he can lift it up. But yeah, we'll just have to see how quick we can get these out. Right, so there's another job we've got to do, which is obviously pallet these up properly. I was hoping that I did have, me and Labby have just pulled this from the back. So as you can see down the back here, I've just managed to cautiously navigate this slope. So if anyone's worried about this falling, I've just brought my road roller, which is vibrating all the way from there. You can see the path, can't you? Down here at the back. I say we've got all the stuff here now ready to do this back bit, but except for the concrete blocks, I need to. I've emailed them yesterday actually to see how much they'd be. So let's see what they come back with. And then I say a lot of this stuff is up for sale, so hopefully we'll shift some of these and make some space. Right, let's go. Labby, do you want to shut that gate? So the knock-through job we're on at the minute is the 3 steels. The engineers put it down as 2, however, when we've uncovered the wall, it's 3 steels fixed. So we've got 3 steels, and we're going to. What am I doing here? Why can't I pull that? Am I stupid here? Oh yeah, it's you. It's you pulled it the wrong way. I was looking at it thinking, what am I going on here? But yeah, so we've just come to Alexander Steel, picked up the 3 steels, and now we're going to head to Chestnuts, grab the stuff. We need some block and some timber and stuff like that. So we're going to go Chestnut round the corner and then go and get these steels. Because Labby, we've got to sit these steels on the floor, then put the acros round them so that it's ready to lift in. So we're just at Chestnut, and good job we are at Chestnut, because one of the jobs we're on, they just rang us and said, could you pick up 28 lengths of 3x2? And Labby's already gone ahead and put the net on. Eager. We're just going to get 3x2 as well, Lab. So just take that off and we'll get whatever we can on and strap it. This is just like typical, isn't it? So they brought another 4 pallets now. However, I've just literally started and the digger's forklift's run out of gas. I've got a little gas, but it's actually a different bottle to these. So I've actually got 3. What does that feel like? Feels like it's got some more in. Let me try that again. Has it got enough? No, it has run out, hasn't it? Yeah, oh, let's go. Because we've got another 5 pallets on the way now. Right, back on the yard. I've got a new can, and just in time because I've got to move these 3. And how many have you got? 5. And he's got another 5. Oh, recycling, eh? Or upcycling. Oh, I'm having one of them stressful days where everyone demands me, and you know, this is why I can't be on the tools, but I have to be on the tools. And I forgot, so I've just dropped off the steels to the other job, picked up wood from Chestnut, went to the yard, done the forklift, went and got express gas, come back, went and done the other pallets. Then everyone's ringing me about going to the other job next door. Then the other one's ringing me saying, is anyone coming back here? And I'm waiting on Dave and Lewis to go back to there with the tipper. And I forgot that tomorrow, I'm in the hospital tomorrow having the CT scan. So, and I'm going to be half an hour late to price a job for me mates in like a warehouse. I just put it in the sat nav then, it's 37 minutes away, and I was just like, you know when you're just hoping it was like 5 minutes away or something like that, like 37 minutes, and I just thought, so I'm going to go and get my motorbike and just go on my motorbike because I can't deal with sitting in traffic. Oh, right, I need to de-stress because this is why I'm going for this heart scan tomorrow. But yeah, so I've not been able to eat or drink tea or anything today. I can't remember whether it was 28 or 48 hours or something like that, but to be honest, I've done a 4-day fast, so it wasn't really like... I've done 4 days with drinking only just water, so this morning I haven't had anything to eat, I just had water. Right, let's go and take a look at this job and see whether it'll do the new digger and the pecker and whether that'll handle it or whether it's too big. So we're just at my mate's, well, he works for the factory, and what they want is they've just got loads of repairs on. They've got proper wagons coming in here, so they're just getting like bits like this where it's just breaking away. So what I've said to them is to... Sorry mate, go on. Where it's all chipping away, yeah, this bit's sound. I'm guessing that's solid concrete. So what I've said to them is just work in bays, so do 4 metres, whatever that is. And then obviously just break these out, mesh it, check the hardcore underneath, do that. And they can just work in bays then, and then every time they want to add one, because the biggest thing is that they can't really shut down, so we're gonna have to do this in a day, concrete it, and then put metal sheets over it so that it's got 28 days to cure, and they can use the metal sheets to sort of carry on working. But yeah, and then there's a few little bits where, like this corner here, so where it's broken, cracked or whatever, we'll just cut that out, put mesh bar into that, and then concrete that again. So wherever they've done that, so there's, I think that one's been done, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think there was one up here, 5, and then this bit is probably the biggest bit. This is the biggest issue they've got at the minute because it's totally gone. I was just saying, I can't believe this hasn't got like rebar or whatever in it, or what's caused it to do that. But yeah, so we'll give them a price to break all this out and redo it all. And they want more work doing around the corner as well. As you can probably tell, well, it's Wednesday morning, you won't be able to know that, but I'm not in my work stuff, and it's because I've got the I forgot what it's called now. Come on Andy, remember? Cardio... Nah, it's gone. I've got the CT scan where they put, they're going to put like dye in my blood and then put me under a CT scanner and check if there's any narrowing or any risk of heart disease. So yeah, but I've still got the pain there, so it's making me think, you know, I need to go and do it. But these people just park, blocking the thing. I don't know where to go really. I need to come out that gate, so I can't go in that gate, and I've got the trailer, so I need to park up whilst I open the gate. But there's 2 cars in the way there. These 2. So yeah, fingers crossed it's not something bad, but then I just want to be able to know what it is. And you're asking probably why am I at the yard when I'm going to the hospital now. It's because I've got to meet Paul. He needs to take the other tipper. Just when I was saying that we don't use both tippers, they're both like fully in use now. So when we have jobs, they're in use because they're always outside the job and they just get back and forth with different loads of stuff. But this one's got the powder machine on, ready to go to my sister's, which has just been delayed. So I'm trying to get these other jobs finished so that I can start my sister's and just go like, right, that's it, we're starting my sister's. We'll just be on that until it's done. So yeah, it's going to take this powder machine off so that they can get the scaffolding off the render job, and then Paul and Scott are going to go to the other render job then. So my mum's just picked me up from the hospital and we're called into the Loft extension job, which is getting close to the end now. So I think the render's getting done, it's getting started today. They're going to start putting all the trims on, and my mum goes through 21 questions with every employee, don't you? What's your name? Where do you live? Where are you from? What schools did you go? How many kids have you got? You alright?
What's happening?
Music.
You alright?
You have to spin that off for us, otherwise you'll void our £10-20 we make off YouTube. Looking good?
Yeah.
Are you doing colours?
Yeah.
Rather you doing it than us.
Spraying it as well.
Are you?
Keeping the seal.
That's what you need to do a thicker tape than that.
No, I'm gonna see that stuff.
Yeah, the bag.
Going across.
Yeah.
2 foot in.
Have you seen them roller ones they have?
Right.
Do they live there?
It's
This
me.
is it.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to go. How long have you been with Andrew? I've not seen you before.
Yeah, you alright? Nice to meet you.
Right, looks good, doesn't it?
Pleased?
I am like, but my bird's picked them out colour for upstairs.
What's she picked? Have you painted it?
Nah, to be fair, with both of us, you know, we picked the colour and was like, it's a bit pinky, isn't it?
Do you know what? I normally hate thingy chocolates, but they look good.
Have you had all this stuff?
Nah, the bathroom look, you like that?
Huh? I normally hate when people pick all fancy things, I just think, but they look good.
Yeah. We were like, the pink cut, it's a bit pink, you know, but...
Plastering good when you're spraying it. Yeah, good.
Good.
All over there.
That's a nice little detail.
Just having a nose round.
I know, I've just been. Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, looks good. What do you think of the ceiling?
Wow, oh, that looks good.
Ah, hey, I wanted to see how this finished.
Wow.
So what was the?
Was this good?
Is that like a trim?
Yeah, so the trim doesn't come with the pack.
Ah, so when they come, I said I was like.
Ben had to order the trim separate. Okay.
You chose all that colours.
Yeah.
Oh, they're nice.
Just got some handles to go on.
Very good.
They were 500 quid to buy one of them already done.
Oh my
with
God,
the
was
sink
it?
on it. We got that for 20 quid off Marketplace from Crew. Sanded it down,
Brilliant.
varnished it up with that bonnet HD traffic here on that.
No.
Ah, it's best for floors and that.
You do all your own stuff as well.
I've got.
Yeah, he's got a company.
Oh, you got
Yeah, look.
do them all?
That's a weird
Yeah,
shape,
my
isn't it?
rent houses as well.
Huh?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, is
But
that
because
good?
this is my own house, I wanted someone to come and do this one. Do you know what I mean? Because I took ages on it, mate.
Isn't it gorgeous? I like it.
It looks right, it looks good, doesn't it?
Looks well, the bathroom, doesn't
And
it?
your little shelf there.
To show Sarah this.
Hey, Ben's getting better at tiling, isn't
Ben's shit, hasn't it?
This one, good.
Yeah.
I know. Really good. I never used to be.
he? Hey, Ben will watch this, you know.
You're not videoing.
I am, yeah. Hey, it looks really good, doesn't it?
When's he not videoing him?
Do you know what? I like that.
The walls are pink though.
It's subtle though, isn't it? I think because you see that, it looks like an off-white.
Good, that looks good.
It looks like is that pink?
Yeah.
It looks like an off-white, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I think that's because of that. When everyone's in here,
And then,
I got Mick to make these shelves, look.
yeah, boss.
Shoe
I did
cabinet.
I said I was like, what are they going to do with that
Shoe
space?
cabinet.
And
I know you can see the Welsh Mountains behind you over there, yeah? That's the new coat, isn't it?
so what's he done with? How's he made them?
So we batten the walls with 15mm batten
Yeah.
around and 9mm on top and 9mm there, and it looks floating, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
You better make sure you do this for Sarah.
Oh yeah, here we go. And then, are you going with the drawers?
His mum or his missus's mum?
My mum.
Your mum.
Mrs. Mum, no, it's Mrs. Mum.
And then,
Can't you tell?
what he's doing here? Oh, rails here, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
I didn't see them.
You know what?
They're cool, aren't
I
they?
just thought,
They're so much easier.
the way you done it in yours, I'm thinking that's going to cost me loads more.
And take a while.
Do you know
Was it?
when you have?
200 quid.
You know of it when you have?
Or did
you not?
Do you know what? I didn't know of them. But
What's going here?
My missus used to be mates with. And no,
You'll know Amy, if you see her.
You know the Christian family? I'm going out with one of the daughters. Yeah. Amy, so they know what
Are you doing the drawers?
Yeah. But I've just bought.
Oh, was that inset as well?
That isn't it?
Oh, good. That's better than mine.
The centre's down there, look.
I've got
Yeah.
you plus go through all
Alright, I said we were popping in.
I've just bought like 6 sets of drawers from IKEA. I'm going to put a kitchen worktop on top and scribe it to the wall, and then you've got none of them other problems, have you?
That's
Yeah.
very good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then that'll
You got loads of space then, haven't you?
That'll run along. Yeah, it's quite good, isn't
So
it?
is this your walk-in?
Walk-in wardrobe. Amy's got a little desk down there, a light up mirror.
So she's all made
She's got a
up.
makeup and that, you know what I mean? Got a lot of that, hasn't she? And then all your cupboards along to here with a kitchen worktop on top going at an elching. And then you'll get round to there'll be a little cubby over the door to there, you know, like with a little beanbag in it.
Oh yeah.
And then you just walk around that way to get into the loft bit.
Oh, you're going to go around that way? Be easier. Sounds?
Good, it looks good.
It does look good, doesn't it?
Very good.
We'll have to get...
When's starting, Andy?
What?
When's your rendering starting?
They're coming to do the trims today, this afternoon.
Andy, yeah.
So they're just taking the scaffold down off another job now. I'm going to have a look.
You're
And then
gonna
they're
have to
bringing
move them
the...
scaffold bars out on the outside of the house, are you?
Yeah, we'll do whatever we need to, yeah. We'll work around
Do you
it.
reckon it'll take like 5 days or something?
It's some nice weather for it as well.
No, I'm going to Glastonbury next week, so
Nice, oh lovely.
so when I come back,
Who's
hopefully,
lining up for the whole session?
Prodigy are on, you know Prodigy.
You don't know them, do you?
Because I don't know anything.
Good
Yeah,
hand
no,
up the
Come on.
So I think Ben's fitting one of the last window
I think
today.
you probably raved to Prodigy, you know, at some point in your life.
Right, I'm back. And it's 11 o'clock. So I thought it was going to be a longer procedure than what it was. I got it mixed up with an MRI scan, that's what I had last time. And I was in it for like half an hour, but I was in it for a while because I kept moving, I kept falling asleep. But this one was quite quick, so I didn't expect to be back, you know, in work so quick. So otherwise I'd have all my work stuff and just gone straight back to work. Now, as always, there's like, we just got too much work and not enough hours in the day to do it. Like, I'm just backlogged with stuff at the minute, and everyone wants us to do work, and there's only so many of us that can do the work. Which one am I going to now? I'm going to go to the driveway job. So I'm going to go and get the Cadence have come and moved the gas. So I think it was Cadence or another SSP or SPP or whatever they're called. I can now, oh no I haven't, I've got to drill a hole big enough to feed the pipe and the thing through. Bit of a nightmare this, because he's got a 600mm thick front door where they've blocked it, the blockwork, and I'm like, so I've got to go and get an SDS drill and another a wider bit. So I'm going to go home, get changed, and then I'll go and buy another bit. I'm going to end up using a core bit, like a 50mm or maybe even bigger. But basically I've said to him, like, it's 600mm a thing, so he's going to have to pay for the core bit, because otherwise, like, if I buy one now, it's just going to get ruined if I use one of mine. But he's happy with that. I think they're like 30 quid, he just wants to get it done. So let's go and do that, and then hopefully I can get the driveway, go back to the yard, get the road roller, whack the bit and get it ready for the paving, which is going to get delivered tomorrow or Friday. Do you know what? I actually forgot to say then that I didn't want to say when I was with my mum, but for some reason I went into that and I was like, I'll be honest, I'll be hands up, I was like worried, I was anxious, I was scared that something was going to happen, and I don't know whether I've been watching too much Netflix. Like, I've been watching House on Netflix, and it's literally like about a doctor who's like gets all these obscure cases and all these people nearly die and stuff, and he's like finally figures out what's up with them, and for some reason I just had that in my head that, you know, even when they were putting the needle in my arm, I'm normally fine with needles and everything, they were like, fine with needles, I was like, yeah, and then I just thought, oh, I don't want to look at this, and I was a bit lightheaded anyway because I haven't had anything to eat or drink. And she was like, are you sure you're okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine, just please do it. And then when I was in the machine, and literally they give you like a spray under your tongue which opens your arteries up, obviously gives them a clearer signal when they put the dye in. And when they put that on, and when I went in the machine, I just got like a massive headache and felt lightheaded. I almost felt a bit drunk, and I felt horrible off it. And you know, you just have that panicking feeling where you're in this like tube, and your head's going everywhere, and your body starts reacting different, and then they're pumping stuff through your veins, and you can feel it moving around. And I just felt like, I don't know, I didn't have like a panic attack, but I had like a weird little, you know, moment where I was like, just, you know, keep going, it'll be over in a minute. And yeah, so I didn't want to say that when I was in the car with my mum, because I was like pretending that everything was fine and stuff, but let's hope that everything is fine and that it's, what my mate says, is a waste of NHS's money, but let's hope that it is, rather than, you know, I've got something seriously wrong with my heart and whatever, and that, you know, I don't get called back and thingy. But then I have still got the pain, so I just need to know what it is. So if it's not that, I can sort of go along with the theory that it's muscular or nerves around my heart that I'm getting the pain from, which I can live with. Right, let's go get changed. Right, back in high vis, and every time I go to video, someone rings me. Hi mate, you alright? Yeah, good. You're gonna ask me to come through today, aren't you?
Yeah, it's emergency.
Alright, it'll have to be after 4:30, is that right?
Yeah, sound, yeah.
Sound. Alright, I'll see you then.
The lights have gone off in Booth and it's open tonight.
Okay, sound.
Alright, nice one, sound. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Sound.
Oh my god, I genuinely cannot believe how much work's coming through at the minute. Right, we've just picked up the... Let me go through it. We've just picked up the Genie lift to lift these steels in, although these are like the smallest steels we've ever fitted. However, I think Dave and Lewis aren't the strongest, so we're going to bring that in, and hopefully that'll get it done for them. Ramps, road roller, Mick's got the wood for the ramps, because we need the wood on these to get the road roller on and off. And then we've got the biaxial mesh, which this is obviously too big, but we're going to take that now and cut a bit off for this driveway. So I'm going to go to the driveway. I can drill where the pipe is, knock it out. Oh, I need a SDS. Let me check if he's got one. Have you got like a Titan SDS drill? Yeah. In here? Oh, thank God. Oh, sure. yeah, yesterday was like, we only had the SDS Max stuff in the big ones, and I had the cordial bit that I couldn't get this hole through for the gas and the water. But yeah, alright, sound. Right, I'll just strap this up and I'll meet you there. Alright, back on the knock-through job, and you can see the lads have propped this one's been easier because it's got the lintels in, and we're just going underneath the lintels. Yeah, so it was originally going to go, the steel was going to go underneath those windows. So we've gained an extra, 90 centimetres?
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can take that middle bit out now. Are you going to get that pad stone on and take the middle bit out?
What I want to do, I've just noticed, is because there's a lintel on for the doorway.
Yeah, the catnip.
Skin. I'll have to take that out and block up.
Have you not blocked the back up?
No, not yet, mate. No.
Alright, yeah.
So I'll have to block the back up there. And then
Yeah.
before I can.
That's why I handily dropped 22 block off for you.
Yeah, I just thought we concentrated on getting these up and in, and I can mess around with myself and all that kind of.
Sound? Is that tipper full? Do you want to take that at lunch?
Yeah, I can do.
Have you had lunch?
Not yet.
No. Just take, when you go and grab lunch, just take that, and then we'll come back and we've got an empty one then. Is it full?
Yeah, it's full, mate.
Is it my full or your full?
Oh, it's absolutely honking as well.
Is it?
Yeah. We emptied them bins from the truck the other day, and I don't know what was in there. And it's like half a dead pig or something. Grim.
Sounds alright. I've got to go and get some. And do you need anything from Screwfix? Oh no, I don't need to go to Screwfix. Mick, have you got your SDS drill I can borrow? Can I grab that? And then I'm going to core drill this hole, and then I'll get the driveway done next door.
Chestnuts, I got no 82s.
No 82s.
No, not being here, but you got 7s.
Alright, let me do the span calculator. And I'll check what size we can get away with, or 92s, or...
You've got 92s, just extra, wasn't it?
Yeah, let me check what span we can get.
Have we got some 32 mil pipe to solve it well for this shot?
Yeah. Yeah. So we just used timber beam calculator, put the span of the roof, the angle, and pressed enter with C24s, 400mm spacings, and we can use 7x2s on this because it's smaller. So we're used to using 8x2s, aren't we? However, this is good because if the building inspector asks, you can just do this, look, you go, full report, bang, there you go, and you'll like download or email it, and so you can send that to the building inspector then. Sam, do you want to order them now? Try and get see if you can drop them off this afternoon. Yeah. And get these steels in, and then you can start making a thing on the roof. We've got some felt on the yard as well. Make sure we use them. I've got loads of little half rolls. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, gutter, yeah. Sound.
Are we just going to leave this soil stack where it is?
I'll ask them. Yeah, because they can get rid of it on that side, can't they?
Yeah, because we've got the drain here. We've got the
Yeah. Makes sense, doesn't it? And then they'll gain that space back in this room.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Alright, let me ask him. Is he in?
Yeah, he's in, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of a block here, he said, so you have to give him a shot.
Go on. Alright, so I need to use this core drill bit, except I need to put extensions on it. And this, well, I've got one there. I've just put WD-40 all over mine, 2 spanners, couldn't get it off. So we're just heating it up. And then hopefully that'll come off then. Yeah? Do you want to try that? Or you hold that now? Way! Go first time. And then you just need a puddle to put this in. Just throw it back in your van. So, as you can see, I'm down in the ditch and I've got to make a hole big enough to feed the water with the stop tap on. So the next size up I've got is obviously soil pipe one. However, it needs to be 600 and, I think it's 650 mil. So we've got 1, 2, 3 extensions and then that on, which this is going to take me absolutely ages. and I don't even know if I can do it because I'm gonna have to like break through each side. Normally you do this and then you break the it'll come off with the when you get through the brick. However, these blocks are laid flat down, so they're wider than that, so I'm going to drill that, pull out, and then I'm going to have to try and break the block so that I can carry on. This could be a long job. Right, I have very quickly realised that there's no way, there's not a chance in hell I'm going to be able to core that bit through, because as it goes through, normally these bits are that big because here we go, because that's a brick size. So as you core through, you'll break the brick and the brick will come out in this as you pull out. However, when you're doing a block, it won't, because it won't get through the bit. So that you pull that out and there'll still be a big bit there, which is fine. I can break the first one, but I just worked out that it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, which there's not a chance in hell I'm breaking 5 of them out. So as I said to him, it's going to be cheaper to just break that out down to where we need to, and then just rebuild it afterwards with obviously like a block as a lintel over it. So that's what I'm going to do now. And then eventually we'll be able to get this bit flattened, hardcore spread out, whacked. It's getting later and later though. Right, there we go. This probably took me maybe an hour, if that. And I got through that now, so I reckon it would have been still quicker for me to break this out, lay the pipes in, and then brick over it. Then I don't think I'd be able to drill that through today. So let's get this done. I need to scrape this, cover the pipes with pea gravel, and then I can backfill this, level the garden, and try and get the whacker today. And then we've got all that stone at the front to move then. Whew. Right, here we go. I've got all that flat. I'm just going to get my string lines now, get the road roller out, whack this bit, whack the top bit where we want to get the line to, and then I can string line in between and sort of gauge my falls. And then just coming into next doors, Dave needs some things, and then I say we'll put that on the driveway then, and whack over that. Hopefully gonna get these steels in today. I've been a bit crap at filming today, so on the driveway I got so far. Oh, that's really dark. I got so far and had to stop, and yeah, they didn't get the steels in next door either, so it's rolled on to another day. So every day is like between £500 and £1,000. So when it doesn't go well in one day, it can cost up to £1,000. So you're like, but yeah, as you can tell, I'm in the strippers just sorting some little jobs out for them. And one of them is this is loose. So I've just said about getting a pole up there. You alright?
Yeah, we are.
Right, nice easy one to start. Just took this off and was testing it, the voltage and stuff. And it was actually the sensor. But you've got little sensors here that pick up movement. Or heat. I don't know whether the motion or heat. But yeah. Anyway, clean them and it's working again now. What's next?
Screw fix and then...
Oh yeah, Jaloo. Look at this. This is like the snazziest little sex dungeon, isn't it? Like, how many of them are in here? Is it? And this is where they get changed. That's mad though. They're never there when I'm doing electrics though. Hello UK. This call out is in the strippers. I think it's going to be ages. The girls keep asking me to like put screws in the shoes and stuff like that, and why didn't you believe? Didn't you believe me? Ah! You know what I smell like?
Yeah, exactly. You don't like wearing a wig, so everyone come near you.
I'm looking at myself now, thinking, do I? I've done that one. I've just heading over to another club now. It might take me about an hour, I reckon. And then he just needs handles and stuff doing in G-bar, so I'll probably be home in 2 hours.
Right.
Alright, I'll ring you when I finish. Bye. She never says I love you.
Neither do you.
Love you.
Love you.
Right, so back on one of the bars, and it's having water issues, so we're just going to put a new pipe in, because all this pipe work that runs around the back is all knackered, so I'm just trying to get access to it to run it underneath the boards to get a bit more fall on it. Thank you. One of the perks of working in a bar, isn't it?
This is not aisle, isn't it?
Right, so we're on this job, and what I've done is, so here we know we've got a fall from the sinks. It falls to this corner. However, the problem was it went round that corner, round that corner, and all bends and all behind here, and it had a great big swoop there, which it just used to, all the weight and all the fat and whatever else was going down the drain, just used to sit there, wait. Eventually the pipes would fail, so the pipes would drop, water would come out everywhere, and I realised that the pipe was going up to that corner there, and that was higher than the corner over there. So I was like, it was always going to do that. So what I've done is I've took these cupboards out. Also the sink used to fall uphill, so I've changed the sink first to fall downhill. I couldn't get it on tight enough to that bit, so I've had to like come back and drop in, and then obviously swoop in. I put a Y branch on the glass washer, so it helps force it that way, and then we put a from the Y branch we've ran underneath here, and now we've got the fall. So now we've got a fall from here, fall down, and then you can see this bit I've got as tight as I can. This bit I've got a little bit lower, so I've got a little bit of a gap underneath the units. And then to make sure it didn't swoop again, I was struggling here thinking, what can I do? So what I've done is I've cut some timbers and I've put a screw either side and pinched it so that you can see this bit's got a little bit of a gap, and then the other side it goes tight as it can. So that will stop the pipe from sagging. However, that is not the only issue. So we've got a fall from this sink into there, a fall from there into there, which is great. Now I'm having to tie onto this T because this pipe work obviously is already in. I can't, well I could, but I haven't got, I'd have to start pulling all benches and things out, and obviously they're open this weekend. So at the moment it's gonna obviously go into that T, and what we found was that it goes from that T. Let me just show you quickly. Got all the mess of me here. Let me just show you quickly. Screws there. So it goes from that pipe that you've just seen at the back of the unit, which is on a T, which you shouldn't really put stuff on a T. You can always put it on a Y branch so that it forces it in the direction you want to go. So when I seen that T, I thought, well, I don't really know which way it goes. I know the T's have got a little direction on. However, it comes, believe it or not, here. There is that elbow there, so you can see the work I've done in there. In a mix of all these pipes and whatever. So there's that branch that I've put on. Not the branch, but that's where the branch have gone into. But it flows, believe it or not, level on the floor all the way around here, all the way there, and then it drops down in that corner. It's quite hard to see actually, but my batteries on me light's gone, but yeah, you have to take my word for it that it drops down in that corner. So I don't know whether it's been sort of add-on after add-on after add-on, but it goes from there along the floor all the way along in the back there, all the way along to this sink. So what I've said is you can do that as long as you get a sani flow. It needs to be pumped. Oh, and then there was one here. Let me get my normal phone for this. There was one here that was open that I thought, if I put a pump on this now, that is going to cause an issue. Where was it? Lost it now. Oh, there's one there. Oh, no, it was the one on the floor, wasn't it? So, is it there? No, I can't find it now. Maybe I'm lying. Or was it here? There we go. That one. So you see that one's open. The white one. And that black one there. So if I put a sani flow pump on this, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to solvent weld plugs and block them off. That way, if we put a sani flow pump, it's just deciding where's the best place to put it. So where's going to get the most traffic, where it falls down to a point and then it needs pumping. So I don't think we need it on the sinks because they're already falling to that corner. So it's probably from the glass wash in that corner. I want it to pump towards this. So let me go and oh bloody hell! Look at the state of that. Ugh. Right. Let me show you this quickly. Yeah, look at that. That is not what you want, is it? So that is just full of water and fat and grease, and it's just, it is going, look, but only once the pressure's like high enough. So we definitely need to put a plug on that, so if we're going to fit a sani flow to help pump the water to that bit. Right, that's me done for the day and the night. I'll see you tomorrow on that driveway that I'm going to get done tomorrow.